morning, everybody, and welcome to the 2004 Presidio Cup. This is a final match here. This is a girls under 11 division AA-B game. We're on the campus of Chula Vista High School. And we're just about ready to go. And this is a girls under 12 game. We'll start with the rosters for the El Cajon Matrix in the white jerseys. Number 2, Sydney Bowen. Number 3, Jenna Setterberg. Number 4, Hannah Paul. Number 5, the goalkeeper, Hannah Crosby. Number 6, Carly Kitchen. Number 7, Sierra Ray. Number 8, Danny Kleberg. Number 9 is Jennifer Bingham. Number 10, Christy Hendel. Number 11, Ashley Cesena. Number 12, Catherine Oakes. Number 14 is Elizabeth Pyle. Number 15, Anise Lopez. And number 16, Katie Rollins. The head coach of this El Cajon team is Todd Crosby. And we see both teams waiting here at midfield for the whistle. Head referee for today's game right there in the middle, Jason Kilsaw. These teams waiting to go. We'll get the rosters for the South Bay Matrix, and we'll give you a little history on why these teams have the same team name. And while they're waiting, we'll go ahead and get you those rosters for South Bay. Number 3, Nilly Vargas. And there's the whistle, and we've started. And it's South Bay who brings the ball up across midfield to start. Number 11, Michelle Villanueva. Number 4, Brianna Licon. Number 5, Stephanie Extran. Number 9, Melissa Berrigan. Number 6, Jessica Carrillo. And as El Cajon makes its way towards the South Bay net, coming in close to see if the defense can't collapse. Too far in for El Cajon. And the ball will go just wide of that far post and out across the back line for South Bay. They'll dodge a bullet there. And for El Cajon's, that was number 12, Catherine Oakes, attempting to put a score on the board early. And now it's a goal kick for South Bay. And South Bay will try to clear the ball away from the net. They'll do it. Plugging up those passing lanes, though, the defense of El Cajon. And finally, South Bay does get it across midfield. We'll continue with those rosters for South Bay. Number 7 is Karina Franco. Number 8, Diana Miranda. Number 13, Lynette Payada. Number 12, Giovanna Morales. Number 10, Janine Pedrosa. And number 14 is Annette Correa. Both teams getting up and down the field very quickly here in the first half. Now as the action moves over towards the far side, South Bay's Michelle Villanueva tries to save the ball, but for El Cajon taking the ball away, number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. She's the leading scorer on this El Cajon Matrix team. And head referee over on the far side will blow his whistle, Jason Kelsaw. As the ball goes out, it belongs to El Cajon. South Bay moving from left to right on your screen. South Bay in the blue uniform with the white lettering. And again, the ball go out on the far side. This should have been the third meeting between these two teams so far. The first one was played to a tie. The second game was actually canceled during the wildfires here in San Diego in October. And so now this third game being played out in championship fashion, as the winner will be the girls under 12 AA-B champion here in the 2004 Presidio Cup. Action just below midfield, and now it's South Bay bringing it across right here on the near side. Pass goes across midfield. That was by South Bay's number 10, Janine Pedrosa, and the ball will go out of bounds here on the near side, and taking a kick to the shin for South Bay number 8, Diana Miranda. She gets up. She's ready to go. And throwing the ball in here on the near side, Janine Pedrosa. And the ball goes out right here. Again, Pedrosa will throw it in, and again it goes out of bounds, this time off the foot of number 9 For South Bay, Melissa Barragan. Substitutions for El Cajon coming out of the game, number 6, Carly Kitchen. And in now, number 15, Anissa Lopez. Today, the 19th of January, 2004, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This is a Monday. And we're at one of the various sites, and now it's South Bay streaking towards the net. We'll get a whistle as Annette Correa was heading right towards the net. She ran into some trouble and is tripped up from behind. And so she'll have a penalty kick. A free kick coming from right outside the box. Both teams now right in front of the net. Off the right foot, the kick is high into the air, and it goes just past the outstretched arms of El Cajon's goalkeeper, Hannah Crosby. And for South Bay, they're on the board first. They lead this game 1-0. So the leg of number 14, Annette Correa, puts this South Bay team ahead. Whistle quickly, and we'll start the action again. And we'll see if this El Cajon team can answer back with a score of their own, but it's not going to be right now as South Bay will throw it in. Both teams scrambling for possession of the ball. South Bay keeping it just above midfield, and now finally El Cajon will bring it back. We'll get a whistle and some push right here at midfield. It goes against South Bay, as El Cajon's number 3, Jenna Setterberg, was pushed from behind. And now taking the free kick right at midfield for El Cajon, number 8, Danny Kleberg. And it's the defense for South Bay who'll bring it back and let their offense hood upfield. Moving down this near sideline towards the corner, the ball will go out, and it belongs to El Cajon. El Cajon with the long throw-in. Jennifer Bingham took the ball away. And just as South Bay's Karina Franco headed towards the net, the defense for El Cajon swarmed around and took the ball away. So not much downtime here in the first half. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, bringing you another game of the week. And it's always exciting when the game of the week is a championship game. And the girls on both of these teams have come ready to play here this Monday morning. Very quick to the ball. And trying to center the ball with a crossfield pass for South Bay, number 10, Janine Pedrosa. And over on the far side, the ball will go out. You can see the flag there going the way of South Bay, and that's linesman Randall Kelly over there on the far side, part of this referee crew here for this championship game. The ball will go out across the back line. It still belongs to South Bay, so they will have a corner kick here. And as you can see, the corner on the far side, not much room there, as one of the scoreboards for this field is right there by the flag. Kick goes high into the air towards the net. Scramble for the ball right in front. The kick will go in off the leg of number 9 for South Bay. That's Melissa Barragan. She does a great job. There was a scramble right in front of the net, and the ball goes just past goalkeeper Hannah Crosby. So it's 2-0 now. South Bay leads El Cajon. And now substitution for El Cajon coming into the game, number 16, Katie Rollins. Katie leads this team in assists
There we go. All right.
So a great tandem there between Elizabeth Pyle, number 14, and Katie Rollins, 16, as Elizabeth leads the team in scoring and leading the team in assists, Katie Rollins. Hannah Paul passes it upfield across midfield. The ball will go out. It belongs to El Cajon. Quickly, El Cajon gets the ball in, trying to capitalize on some numbers, but a lot of blue jerseys getting back in time on defense. Throw comes in now, over in the near corner, keeping the ball from heading across that back line. For South Bay is number 5, Stephanie Extron. Now the ball's right in front of the net. Here comes a shot. It's going to be a nice save by the El Cajon goalkeeper. Sorry, the South Bay goalkeeper, Lynette Poyada. And now it's scrambling for the ball over on that far corner. The defense for South Bay, very tough here in the first half. They have kept this El Cajon team from penetrating the goal. They've put 2 up themselves, and they lead 2-0 here in the first half. Ball goes out. El Cajon will have it. Throw comes in. Now they're over on the far side trying to center it. And the defense for South Bay will kick it out, clear it away from the net. Action over there just to the left of the post. And it goes out across the back line. So goal kick now for South Bay. So their defense makes another great stand here in the first half, protects that 2-0 lead. Ball bounces in front of the net. South Bay tries to clear, but it's taken away by El Cajon. Number 9, Jennifer Bingham, right in front of the net. She just wasn't set up for the shot. And the ball skips out over in the corner. Throw comes in. El Cajon still with it, trying to cut this lead in half. Right in front of the net now. Here's the scramble. The defense for South Bay steps up. They're able to clear it away momentarily, and they do. They'll clear it up across and out of the box. Great job by South Bay getting back. El Cajon definitely putting the pressure on the South Bay defense, and importantly the goalkeeper, number 13, Lynette Payada. But her defense helping her out. That kick will go high and up above that crossbar and out of bounds. So everybody retreat back towards midfield. Lynette Payada will have the goal kick now. She'll look upfield, tries to find an opening. Very strong kick. Finds his way in the middle of the field, right at midfield. El Cajon gets back, and that was number 4, Hannah Paul. Changing direction of the ball.
Stephanie!
And out over on the far side.
Middle!
So the action centered over here on this end of the field the past couple of minutes. Nice defensive play for South Bay's number 10, Janine Pedrosa. Cleared away again, Giovanna Morales. But this El Cajon team not allowing South Bay to get across midfield, as their defense is coming through now after giving up those 2 early goals here in the first half. Substitutions now for South Bay coming out. Number 9, Melissa Barragan, and coming in, as well as number 7, Karina Franco, and coming in will be number 6, Jessica Carrillo, and number 3, Neely Vargas. And as the action continues quickly over on the far side, it was El Cajon right after that substitution, thinking they might catch South Bay on their heels, bring it in quickly, and they've maneuvered themselves over on the far corner. And chasing that ball out of bounds, number 15, Rebecca Porter for South Bay. Head coach for this South Bay team, Santiago Villanueva. Making very good use of his substitutions, getting some fresh legs in there every couple of minutes. Nice headers by each team there. Now that ball will sail far and across the back line. Watching it go out, goalkeeper Lynette Payada. Ball goes up towards midfield, and again, El Cajon keeps it down there on this end of the field. South Bay trying to push it up. Paul, nice shot. Now penetrating towards the net, but the ball just a little too fast. And Jennifer Bingham couldn't get to it in time. And now breaking free of all the defenders is South Bay, streaking towards the net. Sizing it up, just has the goaltender to beat. And her right-footed shot will go just past Crosby, the goalkeeper. And again, number 14, Elizabeth Annette Correa will score and put this South Bay team up by a score of 3-0 here in the first half. And Hannah Crosby came out. She tried to cut off the angle, but too much steam for Annette Correa there. And she definitely had the advantage, and a strong kick found its way to the back of the net. Bill goes out, it'll be thrown in right underneath us here. South Bay with the ball. Coming off the header of Jessica Carrillo. And the ball will go out right here. Thrown in by number 8, Danny Kleberg. Down the near side towards the corner. And this El Cajon team needs to get a score here before the end of the half and cut this 3-0 deficit down to something a little more manageable here for them to do something in the second half.
Wait, they're not talk to each other.
Ball saved from going out of bounds by number 10, Janine Pedrosa. Ball right at midfield. We'll see who comes away with it. It goes out.
Drop. Let's go. Everybody pushing it back door.
Kleberg with a throw-in. There's a foot race down in that corner as Katie Rollins tried to get to the ball. And she was stopped by Stephanie Extron over there. Ball goes out, thrown in by El Cajon. And now it's South Bay trying to head upfield. Getting around one defender, changing directions, Diana Miranda. Miranda gets it up across midfield. Ball centered perfectly. And now it's South Bay. Comes across, will get a whistle. Goes against South Bay, so El Cajon with the free kick just above midfield. And taking it, or actually setting the ball up, is number 6, Carly Kitchen. And she will take the kick. She looks downfield. And taking the ball away, South Bay's defense. Nice job by number 11, Michelle Villanueva. And again, over on the far side, number 14, Annette Correa. Battles, tries to take the ball away. And it is South Bay slowly moving their way up towards the net, looking for goal number 4. Correa right up the middle of the field, gets past a couple of defenders, but she runs into too many white jerseys. The ball skips away. We're going to get an offsides. And we'll have an El Cajon player on the ground. And we'll see who that is. It looks like number 6. And the head official now. No, it's number 15. Anissa Lopez. She's up. Ball goes. Well, there was a whistle. The ball had gone out across that back line, but we're going to see what they do. Getting the score 3-0 South Bay. And it will be El Cajon's ball. There gets a kick. Trying to clear it away from the net as this South Bay defense, they haven't been putting too much pressure on the net, but the 3 times they've been down there, they've scored. And out of bounds over here on the near side. Centering the ball. Nice leg there by number 2, Sydney Bowen. She was trying to crossfield pass for number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. A little bit too strong, and the goalkeeper, Lynette Payada, comes in, actually out of the net, to scoop up the ball, make the stop. And as she clears the ball away from the net, it's a defense for El Cajon, takes the ball away. And for El Cajon on the throw-in, Danny Kleber. And substitution for El Cajon coming out of the game, number 4, Hannah Paul. And we'll see who will replace her. Looks like number 7, Sierra Ray. Sierra jogs in. The throw comes in here on the near side. We've started again. And the action, the ball goes out of bounds. And again, across the back line. So another goal kick for South Bay. And Brianna Licon will take it. Nice line drive kick as she'll find number 6, Jessica Carrillo. Jessica Carrillo turns the corner, and she's right at midfield, looking for some help. And finally the ball cleared over towards the far side, quickly heading towards the ball, number 15, Rebecca Porter. Rebecca moves from the corner towards the net. And the defense for El Cajon makes a great stand. Number 12, Catherine Oakes, stops the ball and allows the goalkeeper, Hannah Crosby, to come out and make the stop. So a fine stop by Hannah Crosby. Keeps her team only down 3, something manageable. Classic battle for the ball right there in front of you. Whistle. This time it goes against El Cajon. So South Bay will have the free kick here near the net. And Annette Correa will take it. She looks to the right of the net. And she has Rebecca Porter there. Very quick force. And her kick will aim towards Porter. And just a little bit long, it goes out of bounds across the back line, but she had the right idea.
Let's go,
and now we'll move back the other way. Chula Vista High School. We're in Chula Vista, California, just to the south of downtown San Diego.
Can you hang in there? Do you need a sub? Yeah, let's go.
Substitutions now coming out of the game will be Annette Correa and Rebecca Porter coming in.
Stay in the midfield.
Karina Franco and number 9, Melissa Barragan. And over on the far side, taking the ball upfield just as she moves upfield, number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. Had the ball taken away, but El Cajon recovers, and now it's El Cajon streaking towards the net. Very quickly maneuvering through a couple of defenders, Katie Rollins. And she waits up for some help. The ball goes out. It belongs to El Cajon. Throw comes in. Again, Kleberg with the throw-in. And as both teams scramble for control of the ball over in the far corner, it goes out. And Kleberg again throws it in from the corner. Now the ball bounces right in front of the net. Pass towards the corner, that off the foot of Catherine Oakes. And over there on the far side, she had Elizabeth Pyle. Elizabeth runs into some trouble as the defense for South Bay will move in on her. But El Cajon still with the ball, trying to move it in towards the net and get a shot. Ball cleared away by number 10, Janine Pedrosa. And out of bounds over on the far side. And again, El Cajon has had the ball down on this end of the field much longer than South Bay has been on the other end. But the defense for South Bay been very strict. They haven't allowed too many shots on the net. And hitting the ground, number 7 for South Bay, Karina Franco. Under 5 minutes, about 4 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, and we're watching a 3-0 championship game here in the first half. South Bay with the lead. And now an injured player for El Cajon. And we're going to have the coaches come over, and so we'll take a timeout. I'll be right back. All right, we're ready to go. The injured player for El Cajon was number 2, Sydney Bowen, and she's still in the game. And I'll have to correct myself. Number 3, Jenna Setterberg, was the injured player. And she is out of the game. But she is walking around on the sideline. She's getting some water. So we'll probably see her again later on. Probably just shaking up there momentarily. And she'll take a breather. They're so close to the end of this half, they might just bring her out for the remainder and have her take a nice break. And El Cajon will throw it in here again. Kleberg, Danny Kleberg, strong throwing, headed by number 8 for South Bay, Diana Miranda. And it's Diana Miranda looking to head right up the middle of the field. She runs in a couple white jerseys. Now the ball will be cleared, and it's going to go right into the hands of Hannah Crosby. She'll come out very easy for her. Her kick will bounce up the middle of the field. Diana Miranda is there again. Kick goes a little too far. Hannah Crosby clears it away from the net. Very strong kick. Catherine Oakes clears it away. Ball right at midfield over on the far side. Elizabeth Pyle. Tried to head upfield, but she ran out of room. And a substitution coming into the game. Number 15, Rebecca Porter, for number 8, Diana Miranda. And the action has started. Both teams keeping the ball over on the far side of the field here as we wind down this first half. South Bay leading El Cajon 3-0. Strong kick. Anise Lopez showing the strength of her leg there as it goes across midfield, but it's South Bay. Controls the ball. If Danny Kleberg provides the defense here for South Bay, we'll get a whistle right here in front of us. As Jason Kilsaw saw something he didn't like, he'll blow it. And the ball is placed right there. South Bay had the kick. And again, back and forth it goes. Racing over across the far side now, number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. Passes it. Catherine Oakes off to number 10, Christy Hendel. And we'll get an offsides call against El Cajon. As I mentioned, this 2004 Presidio Cup with many venues around town. You know, we personally have been to 3. This is Chula Vista High School. Last week we were in Coronado. And earlier this weekend, we were at Black Mountain. Whistle. Again, free kick for South Bay. So South Bay looking to put another one on the board here before halftime. As they penetrate towards the net, now they'll move over towards the far corner, trying to get around the defender, number 11, Michelle Villanueva. Michelle still with the ball, doing what she can, coming up to help. Kick goes towards the net off the leg of number 3, Neely Vargas. The defense for El Cajon clears it away. And now a substitution for South Bay.
Michelle! Michelle! Come on, Michelle, let's go!
And it's Michelle Villanueva coming out. And coming in, number 14, Annette Correa. Throw in from the far side. Hitting the ground there, tripped. That's against number 2. But the whistle for the end of the half will sound. And it's South Bay going into halftime of this championship game, this girls under 12 division at the 2004 Presidio Cup. They lead 3-0. Quick to the ball. Every time they've gotten near the net, they've made it count. And we'll see if the second half, if El Cajon can come out, get a couple of quick scores, and make this game interesting. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Lions Event Productions. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
Remember that, girls, when you're playing out on the field, make every moment count. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. And today we gotta beat El Cajon to prove that we are the best. Understood, girls? Yes. All right, so when we go out on that field, we gotta kick it up even a notch higher because they have nothing to lose. They're gonna come out gunning, they're gonna come out being physical, and even stronger and better than the first half. So either you bring it up another notch, or you can kiss this game goodbye. Understood, girls? Yes. All right, then. Enjoy your little break. We got work to do when we get back on the field.
But don't run back. You lose that ball, it's going to get back over there. Always go forward progress. Understood? Forward. If you're going with the ball, run at them, not at your own defense. I know you're trying to just, no, when you get the ball, push.
Girls.
No.
All these were left by the people who scored out of.
Awesome.
South Bay Matrix.
She has to push up a little more. I already told her that. But I know, it's good. Right now we're doing good. We're doing good. 3-0 is not going to be enough with 16. I know it. It's too good.
You kicked it and it went into the corner.
And the second half just about ready to start, and it will be El Cajon who will have the ball to start off. If they can get a quick goal here, cut into this lead, there would still be some hope here in the second half. And again, right in the middle of the field, head referee Jason Kelsaw will blow his whistle, and the action will start. And it's South Bay. But as the ball, South Bay just 30 minutes away from the 2004 Girls Under 12 AA-B Championship. Ball's over on the far side and goes just out in this 2004 Presidio Cup. And just below midfield. Now with an opening here, El Cajon. Coming out is the goalkeeper. Lynette Payada will make the stop.
Giovanna, be careful.
And the ball goes out just underneath here. That was number 14,
Let's go, drop.
Elizabeth Pyle.
Good, let it go out.
For El Cajon, it was running towards the net. She ran into some defensive trouble by South Bay, and South Bay able to dodge a bullet there. And they still cling to a 3-0 lead here in the second half. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions.
Don't be afraid.
Ball going back and forth here on the near side, and finally out of bounds. And it belongs to El Cajon.
Coming to you, Brianna, coming to you.
El Cajon on the throw-in by Carly Kitchen here on the near side. Saves the ball from going out. It does go out off of number 3 for South Bay, Neely Vargas. El Cajon, there's a big difference between the first half and the second half. They've come out a little bit more crisp on their passing game, slowing the ball down, trying to set some plays on offense. And it's South Bay's defense again. Lynette Payada, the goalkeeper again, comes out. She'll stop the bouncing ball, scoop it up, and send it up across and towards, not actually across, but up towards midfield. And now it is South Bay heading towards the net. South Bay moving from left to right, moving towards the corner. The ball is set up right in front, turning a corner right in the middle of the field. Defense for El Cajon. Right there at the ball, they'll stop and the whistle will go against South Bay. And now El Cajon tries to clear it away from the net. Danny Kleberg passes it up to number 12, Catherine Oakes. The ball gets away from her, and South Bay able to take it away. Very quick whistle. It goes against South Bay once again. So free kick just below midfield now for El Cajon. And number 6, Carly Kitchen will look upfield. She wants to go right up the middle. Pass was right to number 3, Jenna Sederberg. And Sederberg again upfield. Nice change of direction, kick by number 11, Ashley Cesena of El Cajon. Now the ball will move across midfield. And just as El Cajon tries to head towards the net, the defense for South Bay turns it around, sends it back the other way. South Bay throws it in over on the far side. Now the ball move down that far sideline towards the corner. Not out, and finally it does go out off of El Cajon. Defense for El Cajon clears the ball away from the net. It goes out, and we'll have a corner kick for South Bay. And number 14, Annette Correa, will take this. Nope, she'll defer it off to number 9, Alyssa Barragan. And it'll be a throw-in over from that corner. South Bay still trying to set something up in front of the net. Now the ball will move across the net. And will go out across the back line. And it goes off of number 7, Karina Franco for South Bay. And so, no. As it went out, it must have touched number 6. Carly Kitchen for El Cajon. And now number 14 in the corner. Annette Correa will have it. Now the ball dangerously close in front of the net, and the kick by number 11, showing off a great strong leg, Michelle Villanueva, as that ball goes out of the stadium. And some kids will throw the ball in now. The substitution now as we await the ball for El Cajon. And coming out of the game for El Cajon, Sydney Brown. Well, the coach still trying to get it now. She has heard of it, and she'll streak across the field. And she'll be replaced by number 7, Sierra Ray. And as the action starts, a goal kick goes into the corner for El Cajon. Struggling to get the ball away from the net. South Bay has the numbers here just a little bit too strong. And as the ball is cleared away from the net by Christy Hendel, number 10, it goes out off of number 8, Diana Miranda. Ball saved from going out. And now the ball right in the open range of the field. Now finally cleared away by El Cajon. And out over here on the near side, number 7 for South Bay, Karina Franco. Now the head coach for South Bay, Santiago Villanueva, wants some substitutions. And he'll get them. As coming in, Jessica Carrillo. As she replaces number 7, Karina Franco. Ball bounces right in front of the net, and coming out of the box to make the nice save is Hannah Crosby, the goalkeeper for El Cajon. And now it's El Cajon's turn as they'll run towards the net. They've got some numbers getting across one defender. And the kick by number 16, Katie Rollins, goes right into the hands of the South Bay goalkeeper, Lynette Payada. But again, El Cajon keeps control of the ball. Right in front of the net, taking the ball away. Right there, number 12, Catherine Oakes. The ball was skirted away from number 14, Elizabeth Pyle, and right into the hands of the South Bay goalkeeper as we start to move upfield. Right at midfield, a whistle, and this one will go against number 14 of South Bay, Annette Correa. Free kick right here, Carly Kitchen. Passes it up to number 7, Sierra Ray. Sierra passes it up to number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. And she just can't get there in time. The ball will go out, and it belongs to South Bay. Right here on the near side. Nice change of direction by number 6, Jessica Carrillo. Saving the ball from going out. She gets away from one defender. And as she moves upfield, she'll run into some trouble as number 7, Sierra Ray, for El Cajon, provides the defense. 3-0 the score. South Bay over El Cajon. And throwing the ball in, Carly Kitchen. Strong pass. Looking for number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. But Elizabeth right in between 3 blue jerseys, and South Bay takes the ball away. Kick will be just wide of that far post. Katie Rollins for El Cajon tried to get her team up on the board, and watching that ball go across the back lines, the goalkeeper, Lynette Payada, for South Bay. And substitution for South Bay coming out, number 3, Neely Vargas. And coming in, number 15, Rebecca Porter.
Drop on me, drop on me.
And we'll see if El Cajon can keep the pressure down on this in the field. High into the air the ball goes. Each team waiting for it to come down. We'll see who has control of the ball. And it's El Cajon who moves towards the net. Far side. The ball goes out. It belongs to El Cajon. Danny Kleberg again throws the ball in on the far side. And it goes out immediately, and this time South Bay will have it. These AYSO teams, El Cajon Matrix and the South Bay Matrix, the reason they have the same names because normally the AYSO is a non-competitive league. They're out there for recreation. But just in the past 2 years, AYSO has allowed each league in their regions to form what they call competitive teams to enter tournaments and different things like that. And they gave them a choice of 3 different names, Matrix being one of them. And so it figures that as the best teams move on in the playoffs and into the championship games, these AYSO teams that were formed for competitive nature will meet each other, and that's why we have 2 teams with the same name here. Carly Kitchen with the free kick. And moving towards the ball was Elizabeth Pyle, but too many blue jerseys there. South Bay will take it away. It's cleared away, and it moves right into the hands of Hannah Crosby, the goalkeeper. And then moving upfield, angling towards the far side, was number 9 for South Bay, Melissa Varagon. Danny Kleberg saves the ball from going out, passes it upfield. And taking it and turning the corner, moving up midfield now for El Cajon is Katie Rollins. Katie takes the ball, but the ball is still moving towards the net. And finally, South Bay will bring it back the other way. It goes out and will come back from right to left, and it will belong to El Cajon.
Quickly, turn around!
Katie Rollins runs into some trouble. It goes out. El Cajon still with it, though. And Katie moves over towards the corner. It goes out across the back line. It goes off of El Cajon. And now a goal kick for South Bay.
Drop and cover, everybody front it. Now!
And as South Bay tries to clear it away, it's El Cajon keeping the ball down here on this end of the field, keeping the pressure on. They need to get on the board. Sierra Ray gets through 2 defenders. Coming over to help out number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. Left-footed kick trying to center the ball there. Number 6, Carly Kitchen. South Bay trying to gain possession and clear it away. Nice defensive play, getting in front of the ball by Annette Correa. And as the ball moves across midfield, Deanna Miranda, number 8 for South Bay, can't run into the ball, but it goes out, and it was off of El Cajon. And as South Bay moves towards the net, the defense for El Cajon will come back. You see a lot of white jerseys there. Clear the ball away. Now moving upfield, number 7, Sierra Ray. Passes it up to number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. And it goes out. It belongs to El Cajon. Substitutions for El Cajon coming into the game. Number 2, Sydney Bowen. And number 15, Anise Lopez comes in for number 8, Danny Kleberg. And they'll wait to substitute Sydney Bowen into the game. She's still there on the sideline. And now it's South Bay comes away with the ball, moves upfield. The tandem of Annette Correa and Rebecca Porter. Rebecca Porter moves towards the net, runs into a little bit of defense there. Her shot will go right off the hands of the goalkeeper, Hannah Crosby, and into the net. And the smile on her face for Rebecca Porter here as she moves back across midfield. And she has put her team up with the second goal here, 4-0. And so El Cajon now has a mountain to climb as they trail 4-0 here in the second half. And El Cajon will move a substitution in. Number 9, Jennifer Bingham.
Watch her come back. That's your ball, Steph.
Good job, Stephanie.
Keep on.
And now it's El Cajon attacking the net. Bingham just put into the game, shows off a strong leg as her kick just a little bit too strong, goes right into the hands of Lynette Payala. Lynette will clear it up across midfield. And now it's El Cajon trying to maneuver through the defense of South Bay. Too many blue jerseys there, and South Bay takes it away. And now they'll come back again on offense. Scrambling for the ball over the far corner. Deanna Miranda trying to get around number 4, Hannah Paul. El Cajon desperately needs to clear the ball away from the net. Hannah Paul again involved right there for El Cajon. Cleared away right up the middle of the field. Deanna Miranda had it. Passes it off to number 6, Jessica Carrillo. Rebecca Porter takes the ball away from Carly Kitchen. South Bay trying to center it just a little bit long as it moves over towards the far side, and the ball will now be stopped there. Deanna Miranda trying to stop number 11, Ashley Cesena. And Ashley Cesena does a good job of keeping the ball away, passes it upfield. And now it's El Cajon trying to move across midfield. They do. Doing a great job. Katie Rollins over there keeping the ball's momentum, heading from right to left. And now Bingham will move towards the net. She has 2 defenders to beat her. Shot will be just wide of the post. Now she had Elizabeth Pyle lurking around here on the left side. And Elizabeth had an open shot right at the net. But Jennifer Bingham had an angle, and she had beaten her defender. She took a shot herself. It was just wide and across the back line. And so now the goal kick for South Bay, Brianna Licon tried to get off to number 5, Stephanie Extron, but moving right around her. Again, Jennifer Bingham, very strong force over there on that side. Kicks the ball out of bounds. And the ball will nearly go out. And it's scooped up by Lynette Payala, the goalkeeper for South Bay. Rebecca Porter right at midfield. El Cajon now. Again, Elizabeth Pyle trailing her defender number 12, Giovanna Morales. Ball thrown in by Carly Kitchen. Now off to Sierra Ray. Sierra has the ball taken away, but Carly Kitchen comes from behind, passes the ball to the middle of the field. Now bringing it up, number 10, Christy Hendel. And her pass is long across the back line. And South Bay would like to get a couple of substitutions. Santiago Villanueva, the head coach for South Bay, will substitute. Coming into the game will be number 3, Nieli Vargas, and number 7, Karina Franco. 4-0. South Bay leads El Cajon. We're past the halfway point here of the second half. And this South Bay team is that much closer to being the champions for the 2004 Presidio Cup. Now Rebecca Porter gets through 2 defenders. She'll take another shot at the net, and it'll bounce off the far post and into the net. A great shot as she had an angle on it. She tried to get the ball between that post and the goalkeeper who had come out, Hannah Crosby, and a little bit of luck there as it hits that far post and bounces into the net. And South Bay has taken a 5-0 lead here in the second half.
Excellent shot, Rebecca. One more. Hat trick.
And that could be the deflating goal here for this El Cajon team. And that is number 15, Rebecca Porter's third goal here of the match. She has the hat trick. And now a battle right underneath us here on the near side, taking it away. Sierra Ray, but she'll run into a couple of white jerseys, and the ball will go back across midfield. It goes out of bounds. El Cajon throws it in. The El Cajon team quickly getting back into their sets, trying to get the ball upfield. They haven't given up. And just about 7 minutes to go here in this game. 5-0. South Bay over El Cajon. Diana Miranda over on the far side. Can't control the ball. And it was El Cajon taking it away. That was number 11, Ashley Cesena. Kicks the ball upfield. It goes off of South Bay. El Cajon with it over on the far side across midfield now. High into the air it bounces. South Bay. Back and forth. And just as South Bay tries to move upfield, taking the ball away. El Cajon's number 10, Christy Hendel. And El Cajon now getting away from 1 and 2 defenders. Number 14, Elizabeth Pyle. She stops the ball from going out across the back line, does a nice change of direction. She runs into a little bit of trouble, now gets some help from Sierra Ray. Elizabeth Pyle still moving her way towards the net. Right at the back line. And coming out to make the stop is the goalkeeper, Lynette Poyada for South Bay. But I tell you, Elizabeth Pyle doing everything she could to get her team on the board here. She wouldn't give up. She was determined to get a shot on the net, and that's what she did. Even though she had no angle, she was in very deep towards the back line. She did what she could. And as the action continues, we've moved over towards the far side. Deep into El Cajon territory goes South Bay. The ball thrown in, taken there on the far side. Annette Correa. And the ball goes out across the back line. And El Cajon doesn't want to give up another goal. They'll clear it away. And now they'll have an opportunity to bring it up across midfield. And they do. They push South Bay back. Nice kick by number 4, Hannah Paul. Looking for Elizabeth Pyle. Now Elizabeth Pyle will move towards the near side. It's a foot race. She gets it right before the goalkeeper, Lynette Payeta, can get there. Elizabeth Pyle keeping the ball alive. Her kick as it heads towards the net. It's going to be cleared away by number 12, Giovanna Morales. A nice defensive play for South Bay. Now going up the middle of the field for El Cajon, number 12, Catherine Oakes. El Cajon frantically putting the pressure on the defense of South Bay here late in the second half. Moving away. That was number 10, Christy Hendel. And that ball will go out. It belongs to South Bay. Off the head of Diana Morales, or Diana Miranda. El Cajon throws it in. Now they'll have it right in the middle of the field. Sierra Ray waits for the ball to bounce. Whistle. El Cajon with an opportunity here to get one on the board. Nice kick goes towards the net. Defense for South Bay was there. And Anissa Lopez was hoping to put her team up and on the scoreboard. And a goal kick for South Bay. Taking it. Looking upfield, number 4, Brianna Licon. Brianna's kick goes to Rebecca Porter. Now Rebecca tries to get around Sierra Ray. Sierra doing everything she can to take the ball away, changes direction, And now Rebecca will be called for the trip as Sierra Ray hits the ground. Under 5 minutes to go here in this game. And it's South Bay hoping to become the 2004 Presidio Cup champions. Throw in, there's a whistle. Quickly. And it's El Cajon who will have the ball. And the referee showing where the ball should be. Carly Kitchen now looks toward the net as her teammates settle in. Kick goes right to Jennifer Bingham. Jennifer can't control the ball. The defense for South Bay was there. Anise Lopez sends the ball up towards the net, but taken away by Rebecca Porter. Now it's Rebecca Porter moving down the near sideline across midfield. She's still moving towards the net. She's looking for her 4th goal. Defense for El Cajon gets back, stops her momentum momentarily. And that kick will be just wide of the post. Annette Correa looking for another goal. And Hannah Crosby, the goalkeeper for El Cajon, watches that one go across the back line. And Anise Lopez will have an opportunity to clear the ball away. Correa stops the ball. And Deanna Miranda will watch it go out over on the far side. The clock is running. And as every second comes off, it's becoming more and more apparent that this South Bay team will be the 2004 Presidio Cup champion for the girls under 12 division. Now moving over towards the far side. Changing direction, number 11, Michelle Villanueva. Michelle crossfield pass to number 9, Melissa Barragan. And the ball will go out. Running it down, Melissa Barragan. She'll throw it in. Annette Correa tries to turn and head towards the net. Barragan's shot will go through a couple of defenders. Now right in front of the net. Off the foot of number 7, Karina Franco. Puts another one into the back of the net. And now this South Bay team leads El Cajon 6-0. Very late here in the second half. And now we'll have a substitution for South Bay coming in. Number 6, Jessica Carrillo, for number 11, Michelle Villanueva. Coming in now for El Cajon, Sydney Bowen. Number 2. So 6-0. This South Bay team leads El Cajon. And now South Bay just needs to play a little keep away and run the clock down. Sydney Bowen right at midfield. Just came in. Carly Kitchen trying to help out. Now Jennifer Bingham right in the middle of the field. She'll pass it towards the far side. It goes out. And the ball thrown in by number 10, Janine Pedrosa. Upfield they go. And now South Bay centers. Jessica Carrillo right there, trying to do what she can to keep the ball away from El Cajon. Ball right at midfield, cleared down by number 5, Stephanie Extron. El Cajon would like to get on the board and get away from the shutout. They'd like to score. This is a championship game. They don't want to go down with a goose egg. And the ball goes out. It belongs to South Bay. So we saw the flag. Randall Kelly, the far side judge. Throw-in comes down over on the far side. There's the whistle. And that's the end of this 2004 Presidio Cup Championship game. And it's the South Bay Matrix taking it to the El Cajon Matrix with 3 goals in each half. And they'll win this game by a final score of 6-0. The hat trick will go to Rebecca Porter, number 15. She could easily be the MVP of this game. And the goalkeeper, Lynette Payada, will get the shutout here in this championship match. Both of these teams played their hearts out, and El Cajon to the end didn't give up. They still tried to get the ball into the net, but it just wasn't enough as South Bay takes the championship home. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We hope you've enjoyed this match. Of final score, 6-0 South Bay over El Cajon.
To be here today, no doubt. 6-0. That goes to show you what a strong defense with a shutout from the keeper to our defense to our midfielders to our forward. It's a team effort. Right. And today we pulled it off. And by pulling that win off, not only do we secure first place in Presidio Cup, but we also move up to double AA. So we're moving up to double AA, girls. Enjoy your victory because it has been a very, very outstanding season. Couldn't ask for a better group of girls, hardworking, very dedicated players. Congratulate yourselves. Outstanding work. Good work. Okay? Now, what the plan for the future is, we are going to take a break for the rest of the month off of January. We will resume in February, and I will let you know if you're going to be doing spring select or indoor.
Okay.
Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, and we're back with the post-game interviews, and we have the champion South Bay Matrix as they defeat El Cajon by a final score of 6-0 here in the 2004 Presidio Cup. And to my left, we have three players, and they are
Stephanie Ekstrom. I play sweeper, and I'm number 5.
I'm Brianna Cajon. I'm number 4, and I play defense on the right side.
I'm Rebecca Porter, and I play right forward wing, and I'm number 15.
So, Stephanie, what did you think? Did you guys think you were going to come away with this championship?
Yes, we did. All our hard work and our dedication to play this sport, I knew we were going to make it.
When you went up 3-0 at halftime, did you think it was pretty much in the bag?
Not exactly, because we know that El Cajon is a very tough team, and they could come back if we broke down.
Now, you said you were the captain of that team, is this right?
Yes, I'm the proud captain of this team, a very proud captain.
Well, that's good. Now, besides soccer, do you play any other sports?
I used to do gymnastics, but not anymore. I dedicated myself to soccer.
Good job. And how about any pets or anything like that at home you want to say hi to?
No.
No pets? How about any brothers and sisters? You want to say hi to anybody out there?
Hi, John and Kyle in Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Now, as we move over here, was this a pretty tough game? The person that you had that you were defending, were they playing a pretty good game?
Yeah, she's number 14. She's one of the best players in the team, so she's pretty rough.
And what did your coach tell you how to stick with her?
Well, he says, always, be patient, not just run up to her because you might miss, so I have to be patient to see if she misses the ball. So.
All right, and what about you? What kind of other sports do you play?
Just soccer. I'm just really into soccer, yeah.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
Almost going into 7th.
Yeah.
And are you going to play high school when you get into, or soccer when you get into high school and higher levels?
Yeah, I plan to.
Yeah. What high school do you think you're going to go to?
I think I'm going to San Isidro High School.
Okay. All right. And what about you? Who do you want to say hi to out there?
My mom, my dad, and my family.
Right. Cool. Now, Rebecca, you had a special moment today. You had a hat trick. You had 3 goals, I believe. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
So have you ever done that in a game before, scored that many goals?
Yeah.
So it's nothing big deal. You're used to getting all the goals, right?
Not really, because this is my first year playing, like, ever. So I haven't really scored that much goals.
Oh, really? So this is your first year. Now, what do you think of soccer? Do you think you're going to continue to play?
Yes, I love soccer, like, a lot. It's a really fun sport.
Did you play any other sports before you decided to try soccer?
Yeah, I played basketball, and I played softball and baseball.
Yeah. Which position do you like to play in softball?
In what?
Softball and baseball.
Oh, in softball, I like playing first base.
You have the size for it, that's right. And who do you want to say hi to out there?
My family, Lisa, Michael, and Franklin, and my dog,
All right. What's your dog's name?
Goldie.
All right, girls. Well, congratulations. Did a great job today, and we hope to see you again soon, all right? And as we continue with the post-game interviews, to my left we have three more of the victorious players for South Bay, and they are...
Diana Miranda, I'm a left wing and I'm number 8.
Karina Franco, number 7. I play forward.
I'm Jen Pedroza, I'm number 10 and I play defense.
All right. It was a pretty physical game out there. There was a lot of girls hitting the deck. Was this one of the most physical games you've played?
No.
No? You've had worse than that?
Yes.
What about this El Cajon team? You had played them before. Did you expect it to be a little bit closer than it was?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but it wasn't that hard.
So that must mean you guys have come a long way as a team and have gotten better. You think that's what the case is there?
Yes.
Now, besides soccer, do you play anything else?
No.
No? Just soccer, that's it, the number one. How many years have you been playing?
A year and 5 months.
Really? So you're pretty new to soccer. Are a lot of the girls in this team pretty new to soccer?
Not a lot, but yeah, some.
Some of them are. And what about you? Do you have any pets at home?
No.
No? Do you want any?
Yeah.
What do you want?
A dog.
So you're telling your parents right now you want a dog?
Yeah.
What kind of dog?
Any? I don't care.
Just one that barks?
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, who do you want to say hi to out there?
Yeah, my family.
Any brothers or sisters?
My brother,
What's his name?
George.
George. All right, George, well, there you go. Now, as we move over here, was this an exciting game for you?
Yes.
You got a lot of playing time out there today, didn't you?
Yes.
How many years have you been playing?
4 years.
Oh, so you've been playing 4 years, so you've been playing as long as just about anybody on this team.
Yes.
Now, of all the teams that you've played on, how is this team? Is this a pretty good team?
Well, not really. A little bit.
They're coming together, getting better every time you play?
Yes. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Not all the time. What do they need to improve on?
Running fast and kicking hard.
Well, you got some strong, some stringent requirements there. You just won a championship 6-0, and you're telling me the team needs to practice harder. So you're going to be leading that practice when they get back out in the field?
Yes.
And do you play any other sports?
No.
Have you been living in San Diego your whole life?
Yes.
What do you think of this city? You like it?
It's fun. A lot.
Pretty fun. What's the name of your grade school?
6.
6. And what's the name of it?
Emory School.
Emory School. Now, who do you want to say hi to out there?
My family.
Yeah. All right. Well, good job today. Now, as we move over here, said there's a lot of fun things to do in San Diego. What do you like to do besides play soccer?
I like to go to the beach in summer, and that's mostly all I like to do. And then go to the movies sometimes.
Oh, really? What's the best movie you've seen so far this year?
Well, today we're going to go, and I don't know what movie. Lord of the Rings.
Well, if you had a choice, what movie would you want to see?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I think everyone wants to see that movie. Now, do you play any other sports besides soccer?
No, this is the only sport.
That's a good sport. Now, you in 6th grade also?
Yes.
And the name of your school?
Nikolov.
All right. And you're going to continue on with this Matrix team, you think?
Yes. Until high school, if I have a chance.
You're going to want to play in high school, that's for sure. Now, who do you want to say hi to out there?
I want to say hi to my dog, even though he can't watch TV.
And what's his name?
Casper.
Okay, and how about any family members?
My mom and my cousin Jeanette, they're always supporting me in soccer.
Well, good. Congratulations, and maybe we'll see you at another championship game, okay? All right. All right, Ken Gonzalez back. And to my left, we have three more of the victorious South Bay Matrix players as they defeat El Cajon 6-0 in the championship game. And to my left, we have
Giovanna Ray Mireles, and I'm number 12, and I play sweeper.
My name is Melissa Berrigan. I'm number 9, and I play midfield, center midfield.
My name is Michelle Villanueva, and my number is 11, and I play midfielder.
So what do you think of the sweeper position? Is that your favorite position in soccer?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you played any of the other positions?
Left and right defense.
And you like sweeper best?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of action there, isn't there?
Yeah.
What about today? Were the other girl on the other team that was kind of shadowing you all day, was it pretty easy for you to get away from her?
It was normal. It wasn't that easy, but it wasn't that hard.
Wasn't that hard? Were you expecting it to be harder?
Yeah.
You were. Well, you guys have come a long way. Now, besides soccer, do you like to do anything else after school? Other sports or hobbies that you have? No? Just hang out with your friends, maybe?
Yeah.
You like doing that? Are you in the 6th grade also?
Yeah.
What high school do you think you're probably going to go to?
San Isidro.
Oh, yeah, that's a good high school. They probably have a good soccer team. You going to try to play soccer there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about family and friends at home? You want to say hi to anybody?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my friends at Nestor and my family.
Okay. Yeah, as we move on over, a couple times you hit the ground there today. Do you think the other team was playing kind of rough and harsh, or was it pretty normal?
Yes, they were playing hard.
They were playing hard. You got up though every time and kept going, right?
Yeah.
Now you guys had played that team one time before and tied them, I think, and then you were supposed to play them again, and the Fires stopped you guys from playing, I think, when we had the Fires. Do you remember this team from before, or did you expect anything different?
I thought they would have a little more players, but it didn't seem like they did.
So it was the same people mostly?
Yes.
Now, do you play anything else besides soccer?
No.
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 Do you see yourself ever playing anything besides soccer?
No.
No, you like it that much, huh?
Yeah.
How long have you been on this Matrix team?
This year only.
Really? So we have a lot of girls that are first-year players. Does that make it hard sometimes, not knowing, not having played together?
No.
You guys are getting to know each other out there, play pretty well together.
Yes.
All right. Now, do you have any pets at home?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua. And what's your Chihuahua's name?
Chiquita.
Chiquita. She probably is a Chiquita, isn't she?
She's fat.
Oh, she is.
Yes.
You're feeding her Taco Bell?
No.
No. And who do you want to say hi to?
My mom, my dad, and my family.
Your whole family?
And my friends.
You got a lot of friends?
Sort of.
All right, as we move down here, you're pretty quick getting up and down the field. You think that's one of your strong points, is how fast you are?
Not really.
Not really. What would you say your strong point is?
I don't know.
You probably do everything pretty good then, huh?
What?
Now, at home, do you have any pets?
No.
Do you want any?
Only a dog.
What kind of dog?
Anything is fine.
Anything's fine. So you're telling your parents right now you want a dog?
They won't buy me one.
They won't. Oh, that's no good. Now, what's the name of the school that you go to?
Sunny Slope?
Now, are there any girls in this team that go to your school?
No.
No, so you're all alone over there.
Yes.
Now, I know you want to say hi to a bunch of people out there, and you're going to name them all. Who do you want to say hi to?
To my best friend, Ariel, at Sunny Slope, and my family.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah,
Okay, what are their names?
they live with me.
What's that?
They live with me.
What's their names?
Jonathan,
Is he an older or younger brother?
younger.
Younger. Does he try to boss you around sometimes?
He's only a baby.
Well, I guess not then. All right, well, I'll let you guys go. You did a good job. Congratulations on your win, and we'll see you soon, okay? And we're back with two very happy players from this South Bay team. I think they're going to talk a lot. They look like talkers. And what are your names?
Hello, my name is Jessica Carrillo. I'm number 6 and my position is midfield.
My name is Nayeli Vargas. I play midfield and sometimes defense. And I'm number 3.
Okay, number 3. All right, now I know you want to talk some soccer. How long have you been playing soccer?
Well, this is about my 3rd to 4th year of playing, and I really enjoyed it, so I went to this team because I liked playing a lot, and they're more at a higher level.
And as your coach said, you guys are moving up to the AA. Is that pretty exciting?
Yeah, it's really exciting, but I have to know that I'm gonna play a little bit more harder than I did now.
So you're going to do a lot of practicing?
Yeah,
But it looks like you liked it.
it was fun.
Do you have any brothers and sisters or dogs and cats at home?
I have 4 brothers and sisters, and I have 6 dogs.
6 dogs. Now, do you remember all their names?
Yeah, there's the oldest one is Max, then it's Minnie, Hansel, Cleo, Biggie, and Princess, our puppy.
Oh, so Princess is a little puppy. Do you want more dogs?
No, that's enough.
6 is enough. All right. Now, what grade are you in?
6.
You can't wait to get into 7?
I can't wait to get older, so then I'll go to better teams of soccer.
Is that your goal? Do you want to play in high school too?
Yeah, my sister plays in high school right now.
Do you kind of look up to her? Did she teach you how to play soccer?
Yeah, she does, but she's in 11th grader, and when I get to high school, she's already going to be out of high school.
Yeah, then you'll have the stage all to yourself over there. Now, who do you want to say hi to out there?
All my family, and of course my pets too, and my friends at school, even though they're really far away.
Yeah.
I live kind of far. I live far from South Bay because I live in a national city, and I go a long way to practice every day.
Well, and it paid off that you got the championship.
Yeah.
Good. I'm sure your coach and everybody else appreciates that. Now I'll move on over here. And today's game, were you nervous going into a championship game, or was it pretty much same old thing for you?
I'm pretty nervous.
Have you ever been in a championship game before?
Yeah.
What about? Tell us about that.
Well, I was in the AYSO, not like Matrix and the club team, but I mean just a regular team, and we were going to go to the championship. We played and we went. We got to the championship, but then our season ended, so I didn't go to soccer in like the next year, so I had to wait to get to this team the next year, so I couldn't get to any year before.
Well, so you must be used to playing on some good teams if the teams you play on have all gone to championship games. Is that because you're on these teams?
I don't know.
You probably help out, though, right?
Yeah.
And do you have any pets? You don't have 6 dogs, do you?
No, I used to have 2, but my mom gave them away. And one of them, that was the best one, was named Brandy. He died, and I have 2 cats right now with me.
Really? What are their names?
Kirikate, that's the boy's name, and Kirikata is the girl's name.
Oh, really? That's pretty easy to keep track of what the names are then.
Yeah.
Now, who do you want to say hi to? Your brothers and sisters, your parents?
My whole family, especially my tío Pedro, he helped me a lot on soccer. He made me want to play soccer, most of the family.
Good. That's good to know. Well, good luck. Congratulations on the win, and I'm sure you'll be in another championship game pretty soon, all right? And as we wrap up these post-game interviews, we're here with some more very important players from this South Bay Matrix team. And to my left, we have
Lynette, and my number is 13, and I'm the goalie.
Annette, and my number is 14, and I'm mid-center mid.
Zali Godoy, my number is number 2, and I used to play defense.
Now, you were the goalie back there. You had a shutout.
Yeah.
How was that? Did you think you were going to get it at halftime when it was 3-0? Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah.
Now, do you give your defense a lot of credit for keeping the ball away from the net here today?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
What did they do?
They kept.
There's a lot of people out there that didn't see the game.
They kept the ball on the other side.
Were you kind of yelling at them to get the ball away from the net?
Yeah, and also to cover people. Yeah.
So you get to see, as a goalkeeper, you see a lot. You get to direct a lot of the players back there. Is that what you try to do?
Because I see the passes and all that, and I tell them to go, like, when someone's on a wing and, like, they're going to pass to the middle, I have to tell them to cover the middle.
So you're still wearing your gloves from the game. Do you wear those gloves all the way until you get home, or do you take them off at some point?
I take them off.
Like when you eat or something like that?
Yeah.
You don't eat with those gloves on?
No.
That might be cool, though, if you tried it. Now, do you have any dogs or pets at home?
Yeah, I have a dog. Her name's Princess. She's a husky.
A husky. They got a lot of hair, though.
Yeah.
You spend hours and hours grooming your dog?
Yeah, I have to.
Do you wear those gloves when you do it?
No!
Now, you probably want to play soccer when you go to high school. Is that true?
Yeah.
You want to play goalie? You like that position?
Yeah.
You probably have a lot of practice by the time you get there. Now, you probably have a lot of family members you want to say hi to out there?
Hi, Mom and Dad.
And that's it?
My brothers,
What's your brother's name?
Alex and Jorgito.
Yeah. Who else?
My grandma, hi. That's
All right,
it.
well, you did a good job. Good job there. All right, what about this championship game? Did you know it was in the bag?
Yes.
And what was going on the field? What was El Cajon doing that they probably could have done better, you think, to maybe score?
I don't know.
Your defense was just too much for them, huh?
Yeah.
Now, you don't have gloves to wear all the time. Now, have you been playing soccer for quite a few years?
Yes.
Tell us about your soccer career. Where were you playing before?
Forward with Pumas. And I also play in Southwest Middle School.
Yeah. Which of those teams is better out of all these teams you played with?
Matrix.
Matrix. You better say that. You think this team will be good for quite a long time?
Huh?
You think this team will keep getting better?
Yeah.
Now, you guys are going to move up into a tougher division, is that right?
Yes.
You ready for it?
Yes.
Now, do you do anything else besides play soccer?
No.
Nothing else? Nothing at all? You eat?
Yeah.
You don't have like a group of friends you hang out with and stuff?
Yes.
See, there's a lot that you do. What do your friends do? What do you guys like to do?
Walk around, talk.
Yeah. You ever go to the movies?
Yeah.
What was the last movie you saw?
Honey.
How was that?
It was good.
Good. The best ever?
No.
Not quite. Now, who do you want to say hi to?
My family and my friends.
Yeah. Any brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Salvador and Esteban.
Are they the best brothers you could ever have?
No.
All right. Well, you did a good job. We'll leave you alone now for a second, and we'll move over to your teammate. And I guess you were injured and you couldn't play in today's game. Tell us how you got injured. What happened?
Well, my femur was coming out of place, and I got hurt when I was playing a scrimmage, and I couldn't play for the whole season.
Well, that's too bad. But you came out here to root on your team, so that must show that you girls must like each other a lot.
Yes, you do.
Now, are you gonna heal up? Are you gonna be able to play again?
Yes, just I'm gonna start regular with so, and then maybe I'll come back to Matrix.
You probably will if you're out here. You seem to be pretty involved in it. Now, did you play any other sports?
I used to swim and I used to dance.
You're gonna still do those too?
I'm gonna start swimming to keep in shape.
Yeah. Good. Now, when you hang out with the girls and stuff, what do you guys like to do?
Go to the movies, talk about soccer, just play around.
That sounds fun. And do you have any pets?
Yes, 3 dogs and 2 fish and 2 frogs.
2 frogs. Now, do they have names?
Yes.
What are they?
Princess and... I don't remember.
Maybe you got 2 princesses. How about some family members? You want to say hi to brothers and sisters, your parents?
My parents and my brothers and my sisters.
All right. What are your brothers and sisters' names?
Irami and Isai.
Well, good job. Hopefully you can play with this team again in the future. Congratulations on your championship, and take that experience and become better players for it, all right? Congratulations. Now, a couple of guys who meant a lot to this Matrix team, and I think they thought they were going to skip out of here without any interviews. We have a head coach to my left, Coach Villanueva.
Yep.
And who do you want to introduce here to your right?
Assistant coach, Coach Hector Lincoln. Without him, I don't think we would have been able to do what we did today.
Speaking of what you did today, did you have any idea coming into this tournament that you'd be standing here with all these medals in your hand?
Honestly, I knew we were going to win. I just didn't expect the amount of goals we scored in today. That came to as a surprise for us.
Now, considering you had played this team before, you think it was going to be a lot closer?
No, because last time we played and we were shorthanded and we ended up tying with them 1-1 in a game that we were winning 1-0. So I knew that today when we had more subs and more key personnel and enough time to practice, I really thought we would win. But like I said, not from this type of margin, though. Not a blowout.
When we interviewed a lot of the players, it seemed like there were a lot of one-year players, or they haven't really been playing together as a team. Is it just the practices that got these girls to get to know each other and know where they're going to be on the field?
Yeah, it's a combination of hard work, like I said, between my assistant coach and myself. Practices, scrimmages, tournaments. We did enter a few of them, and just believing in them and giving them the confidence and the tools and requirements that they need to excel in the game.
Now, Coach Lincoln, what is your expertise here? What do you offer as far as assistant coach?
Well, I help them out with more one-on-one, pull the girls off to the side, and just a little more basic skills where he takes care of the game situation, his formations and stuff like that.
So while a game goes on, you'll notice some things individually that maybe tell him or tell the girls at halftime to make adjustments with?
Correct, yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the defense and just minor adjustments, certain girls, while he takes care of the up-front midfielders and forwards.
All right, and since they did win this championship, is there anything you want to tell these girls?
Oh, they did great. Their hard work paid off. That's what it's got to do. Dedication and hard work, they'll get you somewhere.
That's right. How about you, Coach? What do you have to say?
I'm just very, very proud of their hard work and their achievement today, and I couldn't ask for a better group.
Right.
Bottom line.
Good group of girls. Congratulations. I hope to see many, many more championships from you.
I hope so. I hope so. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Well, that'll do it here from Chula Vista High School in Chula Vista, California. This was the 2004 Presidio Cup. We just saw the girls under 12 AA-B division. We saw the South Bay Matrix take it to the El Cajon Matrix by a final score of 6-0 behind the hat trick of Rebecca Porter. I'm Ken Gonzalez for Georgia Landsman Productions. It was a great day. We hope to see you again soon. Have a good day, everybody.